Hello, my name is Michael Joseph Paratharayil. I am originally from India, but now living and working in England for last 12 years. I did my PhD in public health from India. So this is a very interesting initiative, Universities for Poverty Alleviation. Uh, you know, for me, I can recall my own experience of contributing as a student of my education institution back in India when I studied my masters in Loyola College. It was an autonomous institute where students and faculty members were encouraged to contribute to poverty alleviation. Like us students of social work, we had to work in communities, especially with poor people, to understand their problems, then work with them to design small interventions, whether in the area of community mobilization, whether in the area of public health education, or whether in the area of promoting education for women and children, or issues like child labor. I remember myself being part of certain education campaign as a student, again guided by our faculty members. So if I remember some of my experience, I can feel this was a laboratory for me. That small experience helped me to observe community dynamisms, learn and gain skills in dealing with communities or designing small community initiatives to address certain micro issues or problems. And then when I come back to my class, I could also relate that with the theory that we were learning in the class. So this was a fantastic opportunity. Again, on a long-term goal, we are also contributing to poverty alleviation of that particular community. So now, after the education, I've been working for last 16 years in different countries. I have worked in Africa, I worked in Asia, in Middle East, in Latin, in the Caribbean. I worked over around 25 countries, also in Europe. So, like now, whatever I learned in my class, I'm still practicing, I'm still applying. So there is a big advantage for me what I learned, and I'm now contributing further for the poverty alleviation of different communities in different parts of the world. So now, I also contribute to different universities in Europe and in Asia as a visiting faculty. So I'm aware in Central University of Kerala, south of India, where this new university started by the government of India is doing different community-focused poverty alleviation programs where faculty members and students go and interact with marginalized or disadvantaged communities, and they understand the problems of communities and sit with them to design some practical interventions. So again, if you look into other institutions, for example, Tata Institute of Social Sciences in Mumbai, in India, they are known for their different community field projects where students and faculty members start new initiatives, or they take groups of students to observe different community dynamisms, and then also that is being developed as a sustainable initiative with the participation of the government sometimes, or of the civil society organizations or other groups. So you see again sometimes starting as a very small initiative, but then growing systematically to contribute to the whole focus of poverty alleviation. And you also find universities, when faculty members are really aware of some of the practical mechanisms, then it really inspires students to take this forward. Like Tata Institute of Social Sciences has inspired many interesting personalities in India. For example, Medha Patkar is known for her campaign against building large dams, hydrologic projects in India, or minimizing the displacement of poor people from their original homeland. Again, and she was a student of Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and then she has set up this big campaign in helping people to minimize their poverty. Again, another student is called Miss Mercy, or she's known as Daya Bhai, who sleeps in the railway stations of India, and she basically helps lots of ordinary people to come out of their poverty. Again, she was inspired to do this from the education institutions. She was trained in social work. But again, we don't want this to be limiting only to one or two disciplines. We want, for example, faculty members of science department work together with the social science faculty members, and then helping designing new initiatives to help communities to come out of their poverty. Like the classic case I can say, I worked in Afghanistan. So Afghanistan, we had a gravity-fed water project, which means poor people in Afghanistan were getting water in their homes, not through electricity, not through any other battery support, but just gravity force is coming to their house, tap water. So this is it's an amazing project initiated by, with the support of people who were trained in the universities, mostly engineers from Afghanistan, but who were trained in the universities to design these innovative projects. And at the end is saving lives, helping people, helping children to have a better life, women to have better life, because water is at their doorstep. So again, there is this tremendous scope for different disciplines, whether they are from engineering faculty, whether they are from management faculty or social sciences, to come together and inspire students to do more for poverty alleviation. That is where I think this particular initiative, Universities for Poverty Alleviation, can play an important role to start the process when the students are there in the university, and to inspire and so then to enkindle that little flame and become a big fire for community development and poverty alleviation across the world.